Welcome everyone to Ethereum Cat Herders Meeting 94. I have shared agenda in chat. The first item listed here is Ethereum network upgrades. We have seen the merge, the last network upgrade deployed on 15th of September. I have added link to the video, the Ethereum mainnet merge viewing party for people if they are interested to follow. It was a great event, live hot swap of proof of work to proof of stake. It was an eventful time for Ethereum community. So yeah, people, if you missed, please follow along. We have tried to update Ethereum Cat Herders website, so you can probably get some information over there. Next, we will be expecting Shanghai and Capella. So Shanghai is the name given on the execution side of the chain. However, Capella is for the consensus layer. I have added the specs link for a GitHub repo for both the execution and consensus layer. Please check out. We already have a few proposals in CFI that is called Consider for Inclusion. However, there is a Fellowship of Ethereum Magician inviting more proposals for consideration for Shanghai upgrade. We will be expecting some change in process for the core EIP. I have added link to the proposal and discussion thread to Fellowship of Ethereum Magician. The proposal is to have certain changes for core EIPs which are considered for Ethereum network upgrade only. This will not affect the Ethereum improvement proposals standardization process for any other category or type. If you have any thoughts, suggestion, and want to participate, please leave your comment on discussion tool link. We are hoping to get this proposal into active discussion, maybe in 3 to 4 weeks down the line. Any question, comments so far? Well, those were mostly updates. A few more updates on events and hackathon. As we are aware, DEF CON, that is expected next month. It's less than 20 days there. October 11 to 14th is the main DEF CON event. However, there are a few more events organized in South America near Bogota. So you may check out for all those events. ETH India is also planning a big event in association of ETH Global. That would be in the month of December 2nd to 4th. I generally try to collect and add events and hackathon. We do have a channel on Ethereum Cat Herders Discord. So if you're listening to this call and your team is engaged in organizing any events or hackathon around blockchain and probably having developers from Ethereum blockchain, you can reach out to us and I'll be happy to add it over here. The next section is a new initiative and associations. Recently, we started EIP editing office hour. You can find the link to the announcement blog post in the agenda. So this EIP editing office are especially for new authors with proposal or authors who are trying to understand the process so they be able to document a proposal for Ethereum blockchain. So if you are someone who has a proposal in form of pull request to EIP's GitHub repository and you have doubts, question, comments, I would highly encourage to join EIP editing office. Our meeting announcements are generally shared on Ethereum Cat Herders event section. Next one is a decentralized meeting. I have added a project Huddle 01. And we are joined by some of the team members from the project. From Ethereum Cat Herders side, ZK has been talking to the team. So maybe we can first invite ZK to provide certain updates and then team to maybe add up on that.
Sure. So I think I'll let the team mostly speak for themselves, but they came to us, they wanted to, show us their new Zoom equivalent type service that, has streaming capabilities and video capabilities. So it's a lot like Zoom and shouldn't, change our workflow in too many ways, but it does have some, crypto native capabilities. And, in the future, they're going to be turning it into more of a decentralized protocol. So we figured we'd, help out, try it out, see how it works for our team.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, ZK, for talking to the team and providing us a high-level update. Yeah, I'm sure we have a few people on call today to maybe talk about the project Huddle.
Yes. Yeah. Hello, everyone. So I'm Ramit, product manager at Huddle. So today I will be talking about Huddle and what we are trying to solve at the Huddle. So the thing we are building at Huddle is we can say a decentralized like audio video platform for Web3 native people. So we can see like most of the works are being done in an asynchronous fashion where there are proposals and all, but there is surely a need of a platform which have Web3 utilities and can give people space to like discuss proposals synchronously or just host community events. So for that purpose, we came up with the idea of Huddle 1. So starting with, so one can just log in with their MetaMask. So this is the format for the signature. They just sign it. We are fetching the DIDs that are associated with them. We have ENS name, unstoppable domain name, and their lens IDs. They can just start a meeting. We have NFT avatars, so they can just use their avatars in the meeting and this being remain docs, but still known by the community, like the whole narrative of being pseudonymous. And we also support NFTs on Polygon. And this is the whole. We have like some features like live stream by live peer, YouTube, and Twitch. So suppose you want some community events which need to be streamed, we can natively support those things. And we have recording feature where we record the recordings over IPFS, so then we ensure the persistence using the pinata. So now we can say the decentralized storage data being used, and now people can just record their meeting and have their stored recording on the IPFS. Next, we have a virtual background. So each community can have their customized virtual background, so they can just vibe with the community and see how things are working on. So that's pretty much all the thing from our side. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for sharing. So I'm wondering, like the comfort level of participants of this meeting, if we would ever like to give this platform a try and maybe organize a future meeting using this platform.
Yeah, so it like we have tried to keep it in a way like where user do not get a really much different experience from a Google Meet and Zoom when we talk about the simple audio video meetings, but we do at the same time we are ensuring we are provided the more added Web3 utilities. So it's just a plus that they will be having while using Huddle. With like, they can play around with NFTs, have their token gated meetings and all stuff.
That sounds interesting to me. ZK, if you have any thoughts, comments like on the feasibility of like this adoption for maybe one of our future calls.
Yeah, I think we should be able to at least try it out, see if it's something that our team could, transition to. I think it might even have more use when you're doing your peep and eep calls. Perhaps we live stream to YouTube at the same time we're having the call. The live stream doesn't need to stay there. We can obviously edit and post a more tailored version at a later time, but it does have some, additional capabilities that we could take advantage of.
That sounds good to me. Yeah, I mean, like I was about to mention it today. Later today, I have a community hour with William and Triken, and they are planning to have something similar to this, maybe a live stream on Twitter Spaces and all, and then have a edited version on YouTube forever. So if we can make use of this platform and have similar kind of thing, that would be nice to have. Yeah, I would encourage people to take a look at the platform, maybe leave their feedback, thoughts, comments, and concern, if any, and we can probably give this platform a try to organize one of the Ethereum cat herders meeting, the bi-weekly meeting that we organize, and look into the ease level of people who are regular participants of the meeting, and if it works out, yeah, sure.
Yeah, that sounds great. Will be more than happy to get feedbacks from the community and get to know how they feel about it.
Right, if you can maybe drop the link on general channel of Ethereum cat herders, and we can mention about this call. So they also have a demo of it. I think people might want to give it a try.
Yes, sure.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Moving on. The next item here is commercials or sponsor to videos on ECH YouTube. I have been getting multiple emails on sponsoring videos, especially the peep and eat videos that we do. And these commercial and sponsor generally from NFT projects or gaming projects built on blockchain. I am not sure like what people think about these sponsors. So far, Ethereum cat herders have been supported by Ethereum community. We do get grants from Malak and Gitcoin grant. That's our primary source of funding for Ethereum cat herders. However, these sponsors are like very similar to sponsors. Those are getting there for like bankless kind of YouTube channels. I would be curious to hear thoughts of participants here. What do they think about these proposals?
May I go first?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, it's just one comment briefly. Just need to consider what we have been discussing in the EIPIP meetings about the patterns, you know, the rights. And if everything is covered, there is no problem at all. And because the intellectual property is just depends of the license that you provide, and that's pretty much the same discussion from my point of view. Whatever is going to be done is in the frame of the law and is allowed. That's it. It's an excellent idea.
I would maybe caution against, things that are like NFT projects. I'm not sure if we necessarily want to tie ourselves to any one particular project. Obviously, I know you'd show discretion and think about which ones we do take on as sponsors, but I almost wonder if it would be beneficial to look at like the bankless model, because I know they have a lot of advertisers as well, but they typically stay neutral to any one commercial product and instead just talk about bigger things. Like I think Arbitrum sponsors them, and there's other bigger projects that are easier to back than smaller NFT things like that. And I know for the podcast, since we're on Spotify and a couple other platforms, they have more native integrations for things that aren't Web3 related at all, which would allow us to be more neutral, in the crypto space.
Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, Priya. Just
No,
one
please
last
go ahead.
comment. No, that's fine. Because there are two separate issues. One issue is that you fulfill with all the intellectual rights and property that, as you precisely mentioned, the Ethereum, the ECH is under the Ethereum ecosystem at all. We have been, or at least I have been listening the discussion from the editors and yourself about the rights and the license. That's one issue. And the other one is exactly what you just mentioned. I mean, that you need to ensure that who is going to sponsor you is going to fulfill with all of your, I would say, with everything that you try to project, the sponsor needs to needs to fulfill with you, because if not, you can get into a predicament that you don't know what could happen, what could be the implication for your image. But I mean, there are two separate totally issues. One is the intellectual and the technical license or rights on the property, and for the authors and from everybody that has pulled something into GitHub or into the ecosystem. And the other thing is the filter that they're going to use and the criteria that you're going to use to choose those sponsors. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts, Jose and ZK. I do have some concerns aligned to what ZK has shared. If we are getting proposals from like crypto native projects, which are here for a very long time, probably getting sponsored or aligning ourselves, but would be a little bit comfortable than to a very new project, because NFT projects and gaming platforms, my understanding is they are still in the process of establishing themselves, and it would be really a difficult call to identify like which one is the real one and which one is kind of fake or scam kind of thing.
There are alternatives if we would be looking into it, where I know Apple is one example, but there are others where you could have the podcast with an optional subscription that someone could pay. This way we can still maintain some neutrality, but we can also take this offline, maybe have a discussion in the Discord.
Of course, that is a good suggestion. No, I think at this point of time, we really are being supported by Malak. So we are good to go. I wanted to bring this topic in this meeting so people should share their thought, like what do they feel about getting sponsored. And if most of the people are not in favor, then please stop sending us email. Every day I'm getting at least 4 to 5 emails just for sponsorship proposal. And please stop spamming us. Yeah, you're welcome to come on Ethereum Catalyst channel and come up with a good proposal. We are happy to support projects if those are really for public good. And yes, we can continue the discussion offline.
It is a discussion on Magician, or is any repo where we can just establish a conversation about it?
Maybe we can create a thread or channel on Discord. Will that help? Okay, so we can go ahead by creating a channel for discussion there. Talking about creating a channel, I think we have been receiving some questions on POS and validator and all, and I am not sure if we have a dedicated channel on our Discord. I'm taking a look. No, we do not have. So probably we can come up with a channel for POS related discussion, so people can ask their questions there and be helped by the developers and people. Oh, thank you, ZK, for creating the thread. And yeah, we can have a platform for people who are interested to learn about Ethereum in the staking world and get their queries answered. All right, moving ahead. We have some ECH updates. As usual, I have added few stats to be shared with the community. We have over 6,000 followers on Twitter, over 1,200 users on Discord, around 2.7 thousand subscribers on YouTube, and 244 followers on LinkedIn. I am hoping, listening to this call, if you are not subscribed to YouTube channel, LinkedIn, Twitter, or you are not on Ethereum Catalyst Discord yet, you'll be able to join us as soon as possible because we provide a lot of information related to Ethereum protocol development and process change. It would be a good place to discuss upcoming changes and share your thoughts to improve Ethereum. I think we should also start adding the stats from the Lens Tube, where we have recently added some of our videos and trying to create a backup and probably the podcast subscriber if we can. Right. Thank you for sharing that. I think we have a dedicated section for you to be sharing more updates on the backup thing. All right, the next one is ECH website. So we are trying to keep Ethereum cat herders website up to date. We have tried to add all the information related to Ethereum merge upgrade, and we had a page there. I have added the link to GitHub issue where people can share their issues in terms of what they would like to see on cat herders page. However, I'm trying to add EIPs and related information available on the internet for EIPs which are under consideration for Shanghai. I'm hoping to have a page for Shanghai updated soon. I'm expecting the pull request by today or tomorrow. That's what have been communicated to me. So please check out issues over there if you think you would like to add some more thing, or you have some document that you would like to be added there for public sharing. Please feel free to add links. Next one is ECH engineering. On top is EIP bot and EIPV. I wonder if we have any updates on that.
Well, it's not precisely an update. Just I would like that you, whenever you have the time, try to get from the editors, basically Panda, if he is working in something to replace the EIP bot. That because I have been working in different issues, as I specifically asked to them if they were, to them basically Sun and Panda, and they say that they were not working. So I start to go ahead on those. One was successfully closed, which is the issue 34, which that was merged, but was the pull request, and it was merged. That was fine. The second one, the issue 63, is the issue that was discussed in the last EIP meeting. I'm waiting for him to tell me if he's working on that, so I stopped working, because basically all the testing from my side, from the EIP bot side, which is totally different, you know, from any other bot, it was done. So I mean, just a friendly reminder to say, I mean, stop working on this and fixing, or yeah, go ahead. Keep testing and trying to find a solution. I mean, that's it.
If I get it right, I think the main concern here is duplicate work. Like you are working on something and that is being changed by new bot, and you may not be able to test that again. So probably you are looking for some upfront information on what tasks are open that you can be continue working. And if Panda Paper or anyone else is working on improving any other part, there should be a place to people to maybe get information about that.
That would be excellent. I mean, and really helpful.
All right, so maybe we can bring it up with EIP editors, and we'll try to have a collective information sharing platform. And yeah, I will definitely try to address this concern. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, the next one is Learn to Earn. I'm pretty excited to hear more about Learn to Earn. We are joined by George on the call today. So over to you, George.
Sorry, I was trying to unmute. Yeah, so excited that we're actually launching Learn to Earn now. We have the subdomain for Learn to Earn. So if you go to l2e.ethereum.com, you could check out the app, start learning. And if you pass the quiz, you actually get a POAP. So please try it out, give us your feedback. We'll be sharing a feedback form later on today, which I guess we could just share on the Discord, and it'll also be part of the website as well as an update. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it, and really looking forward to the feedback. So
Thank you, George. Just for people who are listening to this call, a small correction in the link. It is l2e.ethereumcatherders.com. So please go ahead and check out the page and share your feedback. We have limited link for POAP right now. So if we hit the maximum level, we'll try to refill it. We are in touch with POAP team to upload more links there. Yeah, right now it's in early testing stages. We would be accepting your feedback. We do have a dedicated channel on Ethereum Cat Herders Discord, is Learn to Earn. You can share it there. And as George mentioned, we will be soon releasing a feedback form, which will be integrated on the website. So you can share your feedback about the project. And if any feature you would like to be added, or you think something is not working properly. This is our first project from Ethereum Cat Herders all together. It's the first community project from our end. So we are super excited to share this news and looking forward to your support.
yeah, and everybody in this call is getting the alpha. So
right. And very soon we will be publishing a blog post explaining the process for general people to follow along. Thank you, George, for all the hard work. And also there are other participants who are not on the call today, but they have participated in meetings, weekly meetings that we organize. So thanks to everyone who contributed to this project.
yep. Thank you, Pooja.
All right, let's move on to the next one, which is ECH operations. I am not sure how we are progressing on the GitHub backup, but I think we are making good progress on YouTube backup. ZK, if you would like to share updates on where we are since the last time, like how many more episodes we have and more new users.
Yeah, so I've been spending time on the YouTube backup for now. I'll do the GitHub one after. The YouTube, we have another 14 videos that have gone up. In total, we have put about 16 gigabytes of data onto Arweave, and we've paid about 80 Matic, which is about $60-something. And for that $60, we have 28 videos that are, we no longer need to worry about because they're all backed up, which is pretty cool. We have 274 subscribers now on the on LensTube, and quick shout out to Sudo, who's fantastic. We've been going back and forth to do some minor tweaks onto LensTube. We were finding a couple bugs here and there with regex when we were trying to do the timestamps and stuff like that. He's been great at making updates for us.
Awesome. And I am hoping that we do have the HackMD file added to the agenda. So if people want to follow the link of the Arweave or the LensTube to follow on the backup of these videos, please check out the link added here. Thank you so much, ZK, for the update and making this backup work possible, because it's always good to save these videos. I feel like these are very informative and maybe used in future by students, just like history of Ethereum. Cool. Moving ahead, next one is ECH podcast. I am not sure if we published any recording this month, did we?
Yeah, I think we've done only one this month in the
Okay.
beginning of the month, but yeah, nothing since then.
All right, yeah. So that is there. And we also have a dedicated page on Ethereum cat herders. So please check out the page for the podcast. There you will find all platforms where our podcasts are listed on the same page. So whatever is your favorite podcast platform, please go ahead and check out our podcasts, which are completely educational, informative. We have talks with different leaders of ecosystem and different developers who have contributed on several upgrades of Ethereum. Please go ahead and check them out. Next one is GitPoep for ACD meeting 150, CL meeting 100. Yes, we are working with the GitPoep team. ACD meeting and CL meeting are now postponed for at least 5 weeks, if I remember correctly. So we will continue working on that part. However, the merge GitPoep are now live. So if you have contributed to the merge, please go ahead and check your eligibility for GitPoep. I have added the link, Twitter link. I think the announcement link is added to the agenda. So yeah, please follow up. And if you have any questions related to that, if you are a contributor of Ethereum cat herders and have contributed on the merge and you are missing from the list, please reach out to me. That's on GitPoep. And the next one is EIP's Insight. Let me quickly take a look. So we have about 24 new EIPs in draft. One is in standard track core and 23 other are standard track ERC proposals. That's quite a big number, but it's good that they are merged as draft. That means our EIP editors are doing a great job in at least giving a first pass, giving it a first check. Another good news is like out of these 9 proposals were just added this month. We also keep a track of potential proposals and 9 out of 18 proposals are merged as draft. We have 5 EIPs promoted to final in the month of September. And out of those 5, we have 2 proposals in core. Those 2 proposals are for the merge upgrade, which is EIP 3675 and EIP 4399. Apart from those, we have 1 informational proposal, which is closely related to merge upgrade, that is EIP 2982, Serenity Phase 0. And there are 2 ERC standard track proposals added as final. Number are EIP 5192, Minimal Soul-Bound NFTs, and EIP 3525, Semi-Fungible Token. There are 3 proposals in last call. EIP 2612, that is EIP 20 permit extension, and the last call deadline is October 8th. There is 1 proposal, EIP 5528, refundable fungible token with deadline of 16th October. And the last one is EIP 4834, hierarchical domain, and the last call deadline is September 30th. Only 3 days left. So if you have any comment for any of these proposals, please reach to the Fellowship of Ethereum Magician link added to the proposal and leave your comment for authors if you want any changes in these proposals. Or even if you're supporting, you can also share your support over there. You can find the entire list of other EIPs and some charts on the EIP's Insight for September 2022. So that's on EIP's Insight. For PPNEP, we had 1 meeting scheduled this week, which was tomorrow, but unfortunately, I received a message from the guest that we would like to postpone that meeting for another 2 weeks. I will update the event on Cather's Discord and also on the protocol calendar for people to follow. So in PPNEP, we generally try to talk about EIPs, which are coming up as a standard for Ethereum. So authors, if you have a proposal in review or last call and you would like to talk more about it, share it with community on the implementation and usage of that proposal, please feel free to reach out to me. I'll be happy to schedule a meeting of P&A for you, and maybe we can share the recording with the community. The last one in this segment is meeting notes. I think we have meeting notes for, all code 147, consensus 96. Do we have notes for EIP, IP 65?
That I'll be sharing by EOD, Pooja. It's final review state.
All right, thank you. So yeah, we should be expecting that soon too. Yeah, I think I can take this offline with Santosh about the README updates. I will get in touch with you. That's on meeting notes. Next one I have mentioned here is, oh, looks like it's a repetition. EIP editing officer, forget about that. The next one is KGZ ceremony breakout call. We have 8 meetings so far. All recordings are shared on Ethereum Cat Herders YouTube. People will be expecting some project live demo in DevCon, so please stay tuned for more information coming on KGZ ceremony, and also follow the recording on Ethereum Cat Herders YouTube. Anyone has any question, comment so far? All right, I think we are on the last segment, that is meeting notes from the last meeting. Pooja will share ECH stats of social account that I did, and will follow up with notes people for timely submission of notes. Please, people, whoever are documenting notes, please try to submit your notes in 3 to 5 days. 3 days are always better, but 5 in case of complicated and longer meetings. And I think that's all from the items listed here. If anyone has anything to share or bring up, or maybe suggest for next meeting. All right. In that case, you can also leave comment thoughts in general channel. I will try to pick it up from there and add it to the agenda for the next meeting. Thank you everyone for joining us today. See you in 2 weeks. Have a good one, everyone.
Thank you, Pooja.
Bye.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Bye.